When it comes to strong female characters from Naruto, people always choose Hinata, Tsunade, or Sakura. But not many people know that in the Naruto series, there has been one character who had the potential to be as strong as top-tier ninjas, and that character was Mito Uzumaki, the wife of Hashirama Senju. She is the topic of today's video, but before that, I want to ask you guys to like this video and subscribe. Also, make sure to turn on notifications for upcoming videos. It sure helps us a lot to grow. I wish you all to have a wonderful day, and let's dive into the video. Mito Uzumaki was a kunoichi who originated from Uzushio Gakure's Uzumaki clan. After migrating to Konoha Gakure, she married Hashirama Senju, the village's first Hokage, and later became the first Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, following the events at the Valley of the End. The very first time we heard about her was in Naruto chapter 500. When Kushina was explaining things about the Uzumaki clan to Naruto, she told Naruto that the first Jinchuriki of Kurama was Mito Uzumaki, which made it tradition to make every Jinchuriki of Nine Tails a member of that clan. After Hashirama's victory against Madara Uchiha at the Valley of the End and obtaining Kurama from him, Mito sealed the tailed beast within herself, becoming its first Jinchuriki. Despite the seal's strength, it almost broke when she was going through childbirth. Towards the final years of her life, it was decided that a new host for Kurama would have to be found. Kushina Uzumaki, one of Mito's clansmen, was then selected for the role due to her special chakra. Kushina was terrified by the idea of having been taken from her home to become a Jinchuriki. Mito comforted Kushina and told her that in order to counter the fox's hatred, she needed to fill herself with love. Sometime after this, the beast was presumably extracted from within Mito and sealed into Kushina. Mito Uzumaki had a lot of interesting abilities, and one of them was her suspicious hair decals. She's not the first character with it. Ao from Kirigakure also had the same thing. According to him, his earrings react when his Byakugan is under threat and will protect it from anyone, even himself. They act as barrier seals when an attempt is made to extract his transplanted Byakugan. On Mito Uzumaki, we can see the same thing, but in this case, things are different. In the series, we have seen Mito's face up close 3 times, and if we look closely, the calligraphy on her seals is different every time. We may assume that she could be using it to prevent someone from taking her tailed beast, but we've already seen how Ao's earring seals work. They move to the specific body part which needs to be protected, and the location of Mito Uzumaki's earring seals makes me think that the thing which she was trying to protect was located on her head, and it was none other than this Byakugo seal. Well, Byakugo, also known as the Strength of 100 Seals, is a very interesting technique. It made its debut in Naruto chapter 153 and was regarded as the ultimate technique of Tsunade Senju. It was almost the same as the 8 Gates technique, which amplified the power of the user's techniques, but unlike the 8 Gates technique, the user was able to get tremendous healing abilities. Whenever we saw the Karma seal in Boruto, a lot of us noticed its similarity to the Byakugo seal. Both of them had almost the same design. When we saw Karma in action, we saw even more similarities between them. Since when it comes to power, it looked like Karma was offering its user almost the same abilities as the Byakugo seal, and that was boosting attack power and getting healing abilities. Surely, Karma also grants its user other Otsutsuki abilities, but the fact that it also grants all the abilities of Byakugo was very suspicious. This topic was also discussed in the Boruto manga. In Boruto chapter 35, due to similar appearances, Sarada Uchiha speculates that there may be a connection between this seal and Kama. In the same chapter, we saw Mitsuki, who claimed Orochimaru had researched it, finding it to have a long and poorly understood history. Curiosity towards Karma and Byakugo seal continued in the next chapter, where Sarada met and asked Sakura about that seal, where Sakura replied that the Strength of 100 seal techniques had existed for a really long time, from the age of the Sage of 6 Paths. I remember being very excited when I found out about that information. Mito previously having that seal made me think that Byakugo could be another forbidden technique of the Uzumaki clan that had been passed down through the generations ever since the time of Hagoromo Otsutsuki. The Uzumaki clan has been one of the most, if not the most, interesting clans in Naruto history. But despite being a clan of the main character, they did not get enough screen time in the series. I was hoping that we would learn more about them in the Boruto series, and it seemed like I was right, since we could see that the writers were trying to give relevance to this technique. Who knows? The Byakugo technique could have some kind of connection to the Otsutsuki clan, and maybe that information was so secret that Mito Uzumaki decided to use earring seals to protect her seal. I hope we will get more information about it in the Boruto series. Another interesting fact about Mito Uzumaki is her sensing abilities. It seems Madara knew Mito very well. In Naruto chapter 545, according to Obito Uchiha, Mito was able to access Kurama's ability to sense negative emotions. This technique enables the user to sense hostility, hatred, and other evil emotions within others. Thanks to this ability, Naruto was able to sense Kisame Hoshigaki, who was hiding within Samehada, even though Kisame and the sword both shared the same chakra signature. It was also thanks to this technique that Naruto was key in weeding out the transformed White Zetsu army clones that were wreaking havoc on the allied shinobi forces during the first night of the Fourth Shinobi World War. Naruto only gained access to this technique after mastering the chakra of a tailed beast, and Mito being able to use it without mastering the chakra of Ninetales is very suspicious. I'm not saying that Mito Uzumaki was the user of Ninetales chakra. All I'm saying is that there is a very big chance that she had a very different seal than Naruto, which enabled her to use some of the power of Ninetales without controlling him. Who knows? She might even be able to use Kurama Chakra Cloak. Also, the reason Tobi knows anything from before his time is because Madara briefed him on it, and it seems Madara had seen Mito in action. And I wonder if Mito fought him alongside Hashirama, or if she fought alongside Madara where she displayed her ability to sense negative emotions. I wish we got more from the old era where we saw legendary ninjas like Hashirama, Madara, Tobirama, Sasuke Sarutobi, Mito, and Ashina Uzumaki in action. I hope we get a spin-off about them. But interestingly enough, I think that Hashirama and Mito fought once against Madara. The reason why I think this is because in chapter 561, when Madara was summoning Ninetales, he noticed that it was captured and sealed, on which Kabuto told Madara that the Ninetales were captured by Naruto Uzumaki. Afterward, Madara said that the brat was from the Uzumaki clan, the same clan as Mito's. It's interesting to see which parts of the fights Madara and Hashirama had when Kurama was sealed and on what occasions. There's a high chance that Kurama got sealed after one of the battles or during the end of it, when Madara was able to see the ongoing events. It is very strange that Hashirama recalls Tsunade fondly, but he never once recalls Mito or his own children. I wonder if this statement Hashirama made him prevented him from getting close to his children, constantly reminded of his last statement to Madara. This exchange is a turning point for both Hashirama and Madara's characters. Madara is visibly shocked to hear Hashirama saying this, and later comments that Hashirama has changed. I wonder how the rest of Konoha experienced this new Hashirama, who until then wouldn't kill Madara. I wish we could have seen Hashirama interact with Mito, or see the child of Mito and Hashirama. Their kid had overwhelming potential. The kid had wood release lineage and was the child of a Jinchuriki. His mother is trained in Fuinjutsu and has the adamantine chains that are rare even among the Uzumaki clan. Also, Mito was a master of Fuinjutsu. I am sure that she was able to use forbidden techniques of the Uzumaki clan, such as adamantine sealing chains, dead demon consuming seal, 8 trigrams sealing style, heel bite, and others. I thought she had a lot of potential. I would say the biggest potential in all of Naruto. She was able to use Uzumaki clan techniques, had a Byakugo seal, and on top of that was the Jinchuriki of full Kurama, which granted her at least a tremendous reserve of chakra. I am very disappointed that we never got any real information about her, and wish we saw her more often in the series. The only time we saw her talking was either in Ninetales or Kushina's flashback. I hope we hear more about her someday. Anyway, I guess this is all for today. What do you think? How strong was Mito Uzumaki? Was she the strongest kunoichi? Let me know in the comments. I hope this video was informative. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Shinzumaki out. Peace.